Hi guys, my name is Chris and you're watching Wrestling Today. So let's start with AJ Lee is set to make her WWE return after over a decade, since she'll be competing at WrestlePalooza this month. While speculation about her future runs rampant, it appears that her return won't actually be a one-off deal. According to a report by Fightful Select, it was noted that AJ Lee's return isn't necessarily a one-off deal. WWE is hoping to do more with AJ Lee and that WWE hopes that they can do more with her, but even if that's it, they're happy to have her involved again. We have already reported that many WWE staff and wrestlers said they haven't actually seen or talked to AJ Lee since she left. However, she's always stayed friendly with them over the years. A lot of the women on the roster, who grew up watching her, are especially excited about her return. There are many staff and talent who spoke to us about Lee, and said that they hadn't spoken to her or seen her since she left, but that she maintained very pleasant exchanges with them over the years. There were a number of women's wrestlers specifically who grew up on AJ Lee who were very excited. One veteran that actually never got to work with AJ said that they were shocked it happened, because CM Punk would usually dismiss when he would be needled about it, but they felt like that was more of him being respectful and supportive of whatever his wife wanted. After Becky Lynch humiliated CM Punk on this week's episode of Monday Night Raw, fans expect to see AJ Lee make her return during the September 5th edition of SmackDown in Chicago, where CM Punk will also be present. So we'll have to see how long AJ Lee's program will turn out to be. How long do you want to see AJ Lee appear on WWE television once she comes back? Ric Flair didn't hold back when talking about WWE's current landscape, and while he praised his daughter Charlotte as the best wrestler alive, he also fired shots at how Triple H is handling Randy Orton. In an interview with Escapist magazine, the 16-time world champion said, "The only person who I think is close to Charlotte, when he is on and healthy, when you think about in-ring timing and knowing where you are all the time, is Randy Orton. Randy's really underutilized these days. I don't know why. I think maybe he made somebody mad along the way. Randy's not afraid to say what he thinks and that's not always popular." Flair's comments point directly at WWE leadership under Triple H, who has been steering creative direction since taking over from Vince McMahon. Orton has been featured in recent storylines but hasn't consistently been in a top spot, something Flair clearly believes is a mistake. Known for his outspoken loyalty to Orton, Flair made it clear that the Viper is still at the top of his game and deserves more than what WWE has been giving him. With Charlotte dominating as one half of the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions and Orton sidelined from main event opportunities, Flair's words raise fresh debate about whether Triple H is getting the most out of his veteran talent. Do you agree with Ric Flair that Triple H is underusing Randy Orton? Legends like Batista, The Rock, and John Cena largely transitioned away from being full-time wrestlers to focus on their acting careers. However, Roman Reigns has a different plan. He wants to be the first top star who can do both. In a new interview, the former champion laid out his vision for the future. He stated that he does not want to give up his status as a WWE superstar to wear other hats, and believes he can simultaneously main event a pay-per-view and lead a major motion picture. Speaking with Stephanie McMahon on her podcast, "What's Your Story?" Reigns explained his unique career goal. He sees an opportunity to forge a new path for wrestlers, one where a career in Hollywood does not have to mean the end of a career in the ring. "It's hard to be able to truly say it, but I'm different than any superstar that's ever done it now, you know, it's always been, and I was told this early on, in order to really go to the next level. And I don't consider myself at the next level by any means, but I wanted to be the first guy who could do both, as opposed to, and I know John did, and he did it his way, but to really be able to do both, and, damn near lead a movie, and then also still, main event, a pay-per-view, and to have that type of responsibility." Reigns acknowledged that in the past, performers often had to choose one career over the other, but he believes that both he and the company have evolved to a point where it's possible to do both at the highest level. "So I don't want to stop being a WWE superstar in order to wear other hats. I'm always going to be a WWE superstar. I'm always going to be Roman Reigns. And I don't want to ever have to choose. In the past people, I think in the past for sure, yeah, but I also think there was a different perspective, sure, we're in a different place. Yeah, we've evolved and grown. Thanks for watching.